Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here with a layout using my HTKAKWS style, and I am using one of the kits that I put together, which was all using some citrus twist kits that I've had in the past and trying to use them up. So I pulled out one of the page kits, and I'm starting out with this stencil here and some, I believe this is saltwater taffy, and I am just creating this floral pattern on the back of the page. I wanted it to be sort of distressed and light in some areas and dark in others. A lot of it does get covered up, but I just wanted to add that additional texture. And so once I have that done, I'm just adding some of the saltwater taffy distress oxide ink to the background. So I'm going to set that off to the side to dry. It is going to be backed with that blue watercolored cardstock, and then I have this check piece of pattern paper that was in my kit. I am going to use that. I did tear it. It is going to go there along the bottom. And then now I did do a little bit of work off camera. I have that 6x8, which I'm just going to use the entire sheet. It is going to go behind, and then I showed you I have a Project Life card, and then I already cut up some of the other pattern papers that were in my kit. Those went behind my photos to frame up my photos. I also added a doily, which you saw there when I came back on camera, and some fun foam to the back of the photos to give them a little bit of lift off the page. Now, one thing I am starting out here doing is adding my title. A lot of times I find myself, I will get decorating the page and putting all the embellishing on, and I'll forget to add my title, and then I have to figure out where in the world I'm going to put my title. So I was smart this time and grabbed and put my title on my page first so that I wouldn't decide to put embellishing up there at the top, because it was actually the perfect place to sort of have a shelf that would allow me to put my title right at the top. So there you saw I did pull out a sticker book. That was not in my kit share, but it is from my stash, and it has all these florals in it, and so I grabbed those to sort of use as a border strip along the bottom. And then most of the other items here that you see me building my clusters with are all from the Citrus Twist kits. I just went through the ephemera packs and pulled things that matched in the colors that I was going for, and I'm just using those to dot around. So I have some hearts, lots of labels all sort of layered up on top of each other, and then I have this other little wax paper piece of wax paper here that just has a whole bunch of stickers, I guess really is what it is. And so I pulled a few of those out that match the colors just to get them used up. And I'm just building out my clusters here. There's no real rhyme or reason. There's no science to it. I kind of, like a lot of people do, I take the approach of putting, the bigger things go down first. So the big floral clusters went down first, then the smaller size labels, and then the next smaller and the next smaller. And then I come in around the layout and fill in with some smaller size florals, some of the smaller hearts, and then ultimately, I will always end the page with either sequins or enamel dots, something to give just that little end piece of texture and dimension from whether it be sequins or enamel dots, just to add the depth, a bit more depth to the embellishment clusters. But that is pretty much how I go about most of my embellishment clusters. I kind of just start at the largest and work my way up to the smallest. And so that's what I'm doing here. And then once I get them pretty much done, I come in and I will always sort of see if, can I add a few more? Like I'm adding a few more flowers because it felt like there was some like sort of just kind of dead white space that, the labels were screaming for more florals because you can never have too many. And so that's what you see me doing here is I'm just kind of going back and grabbing a few of these florals just again to fill out those clusters and make them really full. I really like to have a lot of embellishing on my pages, and let's face it, I have a ton of product, so why not use it up? And so yeah, this is like the perfect way, is all these little pieces I can kind of just put them here and there, and there's these border strip leaf kind of stickers in that sticker book. And so I cut them apart and they make perfect little leaves just to add a little bit more detail to the florals. And so that's what I'm kind of just sticking in amongst all of my clusters. So I'm really just playing at this point, kind of just going around my layout, adding bits and pieces, flip through, see if there's anything else. I have these puffy hearts, which I realized when I just did my, I just filmed my Kit for the month of April's kit, and I didn't have these puffy hearts in my thing to show what I have left, but I guess you can kind of see it here. There's not a whole lot that got used. So I'm trying to get a few of those on some pages. And then I have some puffy stickers here. These ones, I don't think I use these Maggie Home ones at all. And then here's where I am trying to decide, do I want enamel dots or do I want sequins? In the case of this layout, I did go ahead and opt for, I think I actually do both. I put in the rest of these pink little dots. I only had, I think, 3 left. And then I decided to come in the rest of the sort of smaller embellishments for this page are going to be those yellow sequins. And so with that, guys, these are the still photos, and that's going to do it for this page. If anyone is wondering, those pictures are from Epcot in the Mexican Pavilion. They have these beautiful sculpted skeleton type things, and the name of the sculptures or the art piece is Everlasting Love, hence my title, if anyone's interested. So with that, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.